Hello, and welcome to Famicast 201, your Famicast for the early part of July 2021. I'm Danny, Two Hood for his own good Bivens, and today I'm joined by James Charlton.
Two becomes one. Hey, I got excited again at the beginning. I saw Cyrus, and I was like, oh, Cyrus is back again?
Dude, as soon as I hit play, I was like, I literally made a new intro video. If you're watching the video version, and you can see that. I made one. It's just not. Right. Oh God! And we're also joined by Mr. Cat Drugs himself, Todd Schugert.
And what's good?
Hey man,
help me!
Help me! Just like the calls for help. This like you look at the guy's room. It's like holy God, what is happening? Everything that's behind you, Ty. I'm just waiting for it to fall on you during the show or something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
True story. There's a guy who lives down the street. There's like this old abandoned house, but there's actually a guy living in there. And he opened the front door, and it's just like newspapers stuck to the top boxes. You can't even see inside. I always think of Ty when I say that house.
Oh no, it's happening,
dude! Like
call the hoarders show people.
Right. I mean, yeah, people think of Japanese people cleanly, really nicely kept homes and stuff like that, but you will see just shit holes sometimes like that. Like, kind of, yeah.
Didn't I tell you that the newspapers were stacked beautifully as they blocked the front door?
Okay. No, like there's kind of close to the station to where I kind of live. There's a house that I swear the front door is like always wide open. There is like a bunch of just records and like just magazines and all sorts of shit just like stacked in like this front area, and it's just like, okay, I guess you don't care if people come in and steal those or if animals come in and shit on them or whatever, but
all of the above.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about video games today. So, and looks like we got Lemonade in the chat. Russ Greeno's in there. James Allen's in there too. Thanks for joining us, guys.
We in there, boys.
Looking for another fun show today. Hope we don't disappoint. AKA, we probably will.
This one's going to be a banger. I can feel it.
Oh my God. There's a couple of interesting things we're going to talk about here in New Business. Then after New Business, we're going to do a little bit of Now Playing and then get on to the news. I think everybody knows what's happening. We are not Fami-cursed. The new Nintendo Switch model was announced yesterday as of the time of recording. We're going to talk about that and give our opinions. And a bunch of other stuff. Also, maybe a little bit of a secret from James is coming a little bit later in the show too. So,
really, first I've heard of it.
Right?
What?
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get kind of prepped here for New Business. So bear with me right here for just a moment. If you're on the video side.
Jesus Christ! Here it comes.
Yes. Hold on just a second. So let's kick it off,
boys.
Let's kick it off with New Business.
のどんどんどんつないでくどんどんゲームが動き出すのどんどんどんつないでくどんどんゲームができていくのどんどんどん仕組みがわかるのどんどんどんアイデア浮かぶどんどんどんつないでくどんどんできるが増えていく
Take it home.
Nintendo Switch
Yes, so you have just listened to the Japanese theme song for Game Builder Garage. So I kind of talked about that just a little bit on the last episode, but I'm going to just kind of maybe just run the video again, just in the background if you're watching the video version, so you can kind of just see maybe something interesting to look at. But so I mean, I talked about, and also made a video about like this cool Japan only
gong, 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 gong.
Yeah, it's, and the characters in the game are called NODON, and they're just talking basically this whole song is basically saying like what you can do in the game. You could create things, build things, blah 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 blah.
Is that song in the game?
No, I don't think so. That's kind of disappointing, right?
So this is a game where you can literally tighten up the graphics with a game controller, right?
That's right.
The PS2 controller. Let's go.
Right.
Yes.
We could make that happen with an adapter, right? That'd be a great meme video.
Yes. Hey, actually, I've never seen this person in the chat before. We got a retro gaming systems collectioner in there. He says, hey, good morning, Famicast. Good morning. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Or gal, or whichever.
Namaste, friend. I think I've seen him in the comments before.
Okay. That's
Good morning. Tell us which country you're in. It's not morning here, mate.
Right. Don't mind him. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I have the physical version of Game Builder Garage here in Japan, which actually comes with this set of physical cards. And, if you want to see more about that, like in detail, I have a separate video about that. But it's actual, like, kind of a big box, and comes with cards and stuff like that.
The Gonad cards, right?
That's right.
What are they called?
Yeah, you know it. Nodon.
Right.
Nodon, however you want to pronounce it. But
yeah.
So yeah, I've been kind of just playing through the game. They have some interactive like lessons and stuff like that you can kind of go through. And it basically gives you the basics of programming and what you can do in this game. Like you can see like the limitations or like everything that you can do. Admittedly, I'm not like super far into it or anything. I think I just finished the second set of lessons, and I think there's like 7.
So there is a way to quote unquote complete the game.
Yeah, I think if you do all these interactive lessons, then you actually see the credits roll and stuff like that. So
yes.
I was trying to get this stuff done because, I'll talk about this maybe a little bit later, but there's an onslaught of games coming up here starting at midnight tonight. We'll see how that goes.
Danny, did they learn the lessons from Mario Maker 1 where they would actually tie up certain tools and certain things until you'd done whatever? I've forgotten how they did it in Mario Maker 1 now. Like you had to play the game for X amount of hours or build X amount of stages before they let you use certain tools. Is there any of that kind of stuff?
See, that's a good question, because with the interactive lessons, it's really guided. It's literally telling you like what to press and what to do. But there is like after, I think maybe the first lesson or something like that, then you can go to like a free build mode or whatever. And I don't think there are any limitations on that. I mean, me personally, I know that, even with something as simple as like Mario Maker, I wasn't really that great at making stuff. So just kind of like peeling that back even further, it's like, well, how bad would I be at making something from scratch in this game? So I haven't like dug into it myself, but just looking online, I think even I shared in my video, and there's probably more cool things by now, but somebody made like a Doom Eternal, game inside of this, and somebody made like an overhead GTA type of clone type of deal. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do here, and this engine's actually pretty versatile. You are limited with like the types of assets that you have and stuff, though.
The Doom Eternal one, actually, they recreated the music as well, and the guns, right? And the jumps and the dashes, everything.
Yeah, it had the dashes. I was playing it in handheld mode, so I couldn't say, I can't really comment on the music, but yeah. And how I'm playing this too, I'm playing this in handheld mode. I have a touch pen that I use for my Switch. I did use it for Brain Age and stuff like that. And it comes in handy here because I just don't feel like using my finger to like smear all over. Yeah, and James has a touch pen too, a Mario Maker touch pen. Actually, we did a video on. Well, James did a video on that one years ago. Now
got like 10 million views for some reason. It's like me opening an envelope.
Yeah,
it's like yep, there it is.
Well, to be fair, like when you had that, I think pretty much the rest of the world, aka Europe and not America, was going to get it, but we got it before anybody else, like here in Japan. So
right. It's all timing in it.
Yeah, but anyways, with this game, I'm having some fun just with these interactive lessons. I honestly don't think I'm going to get into like the creative aspect of it myself because, like I said, I just don't think I have the patience for that kind of thing, or even maybe the time for that type of thing. But,
so how are people recreating like Solid Snake sprites and like Mega Man sprites? Is there like a sprite editor? Is that how they're doing it?
There must be. That's something I haven't really monkeyed around with because you're right. People have made like what the heck, like a Mario Kart, like Super Nintendo Mario Kart thing in there and stuff. So there's got to be. You
can't import JPEGs or anything like that, right? So it must be recreated in the game. So pixel by pixel.
Yeah, you probably have to rebuild everything by scratch.
Interesting.
And hey, we have a comment here again from Retro Gaming System Collectioner. They say, hey, it's morning here, but I'm having my coffee now, and I'm kind of excited about the Nintendo Switch OLED console, and I'm playing NES and Master System games. Cool. And also goes on to say, hey, I am kind of excited about the 1UP Killer Instinct Arcade, and it looks interesting. I will customize this 100%. Nice.
Wait, what? 1UP Arcade? Killer Instinct? What's that? Is that like a little portable thing?
Yeah, it's a company that sells slightly miniature arcade cabinets.
Yeah, about half scale or something, right?
Yeah, it's more like 2/3. They're still pretty big, and they sell for a few $100, and they have some nice ones.
Oh yeah, man!
Like it's like a whole system setup. Yeah, I would like to get it.
Those are cool. And Ty,
I would like to get the Marvel one they have. That looks amazing.
I was looking into that because obviously in America you can just go to like Walmart and like pick them up and stuff like that if they have any. But yeah, $300 or something like that. But I looked at the pricing here in Japan for those, and it's about double. And they don't have so about like $600.
Wait, do they sell them here?
Kind of.
I guess you're importing them.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's been like over a year or something like that because I was really interested in it. Then I was thinking like, well, where the hell am I going to put this? But yeah,
get a friend. Send one over, I guess.
My God. Yeah, but anyways, like the selection here for those is actually very limited. I don't think you have a lot of these cooler, action games and stuff like that. It seemed like there's just a lot of like old Japanese, arcade games that are available like that. So that kind of sucked.
Danny, quick question. Back to Game Builder Garage. Are there certain like genres that they're kind of pushing you towards? Like, is it? I'm assuming like platforming is one of the big ones that like, it's really easy to make platforming games. Hey, you should make a platform game, or is there more freedom to it?
From what I've played so far, with the lessons, they're obviously, like I said, they're gearing you towards making stuff. Platforming's a big thing here, obviously. One thing I just built in the second lesson, it's you basically, you can also change like how you're viewing the stage. You can either view it from like the top down or from like, the side and stuff like
2D,
that.
3D, yeah, cool.
Yeah. But I just made one. It was like a top camera view, and you're using the gyro on the Switch to move this ball around and like collect things and get to a goal, like that type of stuff. So like, yeah, I think for people that really have a mind for it, you can really do a lot of things with this. Maybe for guys like us, James, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm speaking for myself here, but yeah.
Right. But you can obviously do first-person camera angle.
You can. It seems like, I don't know how that guy would have done that. Like trying to think about like the game engine and stuff like that. I'm just wondering how.
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, but I have some ideas.
Yeah. There's got to be.
I think I might pick this up myself. I'll let you know.
It's a cheap game, and there are a lot of stuff that people are making, which is neat. Yeah, I'd say it's worth it, man. And English support right out of the box too, if you don't want to monkey around with Japanese. So yeah, there's that.
Oh, did you buy it off the Japanese eShop and then?
I have the physical Japanese version. So yeah, most of Nintendo's games, Ty, I know you don't buy very many of them, but most of them they have full English support, full support across the board, unless it's like a fucking Warriors game or something like that.
Okay.
But,
yeah, get right on that.
Yeah, but just one other thing I wanted this to talk about just here really quickly, something a retro pickup that I have, and I talked about this on Twitter today actually, but I randomly found on a Japanese reseller the Game Boy Advance version of Jet Grind Radio.
What?
In like basic
shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that existed.
I completely forgot that this was a thing.
That's totally new to me. Holy shit!
Yeah, Ty, have you've heard of this version of the game?
I think I'm digging it up out of the back of my memory. Is it like a lock camera 3/4 isometric sprite game?
It's Vicarious Visions, the Tony Hawk 2 guys for GBA.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of figuring it's probably like the same as like Tony Hawk and Dave Mirra and stuff, which I did play.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool. And
does it have that banger soundtrack? That's what I really want to know.
Well, I was playing in my Game Boy Micro, and like the TV was on and stuff like that. The cat was running around. My wife was like cooking dinner. So not really the optimal way to listen to a game. But it's cool because the characters are kind of like smaller digitalized versions. You don't have all of the animations that you would have had in the Dreamcast version of the game or anything like that.
Right.
But you can see some little like clips that are like this kind of like looping and stuff like that.
Who was it that was talking about Need for Speed Underground on GBA that actually had full lyrics, like full like actual songs in the game?
So did Dave Mirra. and I couldn't stop laughing, like listening to click, click, boom. coming from my GBA.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I think that was RFN. RFN guys were talking about that, and I checked out a video of that Need for Speed game, and holy shit, it's unbelievable how they pulled that off on the GBA, like fully 3D, and like a full like soundtrack. Like what? Insane.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with this kind of scaled back camera and stuff like that, it's a lot easier to fit this type of stuff in. But like aesthetic wise and stuff like that, I mean, everything looks pretty much like it would if you just took the Dreamcast version and kind of just zoomed out a little bit. So I think
the
that's
back
cool.
of the box. Come on, Danny. Show us a quick screenshot.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, it might be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. I can do
I
it.
think I remember seeing the screenshot before.
Yeah, actually, one of my buddies, I was kind of chatting with him online before I bought this. I told him it's available, and I know he listens to the show, and he's super jealous because he used to have this game back in the day. But I think he said he traded it in for maybe something stupid. But like, yeah, this game is not cheap, and it's pretty rare. I haven't really seen any boxed versions. This is like almost brand freaking new. Like, I couldn't believe it when I got it.
That's an import as well, right? You bought it in Japan.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like sometimes, like this game actually never had a Japanese release on the Game Boy Advance. I think probably just because of the developer, Vicarious Visions being based in I think America, but it was released in Europe as well. But I have the Dreamcast version here too. This is one that I got back in like probably 2000. I think it's my copy, the original of that. So.
Nice.
Just think about that for a second. They translated a Japanese video game on a Japanese handheld console into English, but then never released it in Japan.
It's kind of weird. I mean, yeah, who knows what they thought about the actual series themselves, but
weirder things have happened. Yeah.
Anyways, that's going to do it for me, guys. So next up, James, would you mind taking over?
Actually, on that note, Danny, about the Japanese game being translated by foreigners, we didn't mention it on the last show, but the Advance Wars game, right? The new Advance Wars remake.
Yeah, baby.
is like 100% in English, and there's going to be no Japanese version. It's
right.
Whoa.
Wow.
Because
I mean,
they're by what do you call them? Way Forward, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet, dude, there'll be a Japanese version, but it's just. Yeah.
But that's why it wasn't in the Japanese Direct because it's not been made by Japanese people.
right. Just different focus.
So yeah, I've been playing. I played there was actually 2 game trials games almost simultaneously. The Western one was Fuser, which is a music game by Harmonix, which is I guess that's a company I haven't really heard from in a while. They used to be like the buzz, like when there was like Rock Band and all that kind of good stuff. Back in early podcasting, not our podcast. I mean, before our podcast kind of time. Yeah. I remember people talking about them all the time. So yeah, it's they are the masters of music games, and this one, in case you don't know, it's basically you're laying down 4 different tracks it's like a music creation tool almost, but there is some certain kind of rhythm and like timing to it. So there's dozens and dozens of licensed songs in the game, things, like 80s stuff, 90s, all up to like, modern stuff. And you basically just laying down tracks, and they've split the beat and, the rhythm and the vocals, and, they've split them into different tracks. So you can lay down, for example, beat of Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. And then have the lyrics of like a Beyonce song or something like that. And because of the way it's programmed, those beats will match up, and it will sound. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to sound amazing every single time, but it's going to sound in rhythm, and it's going to sound correct. They've just got this amazing, whatever they've done algorithm to make all these these beats line up. It's pretty incredible. And I actually just kind of got lost in the tutorial, just like I was just laying down just enjoying myself, and then I didn't even realize there was actually a purpose to it. And then I noticed in the bottom right corner there was a box, and it was like telling me to like lay a beat of this in time with this or something like that. And when I did those, then I kind of completed the tutorial. I was like, oh, okay, shit, guys, I was supposed to be doing stuff. I was just enjoying myself. So I guess that is the core of the game. You can just kind of just dick around and have fun and just listen to the music and make your own beats kind of thing. But they have, unfortunately, put in like a story mode with like pre-rendered cutscenes and annoying voice actors, which is like 100% unnecessary. And it's just like, it just screams of like 2003, you know, this like really early era kind of like, just please stop trying to be cool and stop like shoving all these fucking cutscenes in my face that I don't want. Just give me the fucking gameplay and just let me play around with music.
Yeah.
They're really bad. They're really, really bad, the cutscenes. Like, you wouldn't believe that this is a game made, you know, in the past few years. It's pretty bad. But you can skip past that, I guess, and just focus on, you know, doing your career. You know, you can make an avatar at the start. You can do all sorts of, it's just infinite combinations of avatars that you can do. Crazy hats, you know, make yourself look like, you know, Basement Jacks or whatever. And be the cool DJ. I guess the point of the game is to be, you know, the ultimate DJ or the ultimate, you know, mix artist or whatever they want to call it. But it is fun, actually. And I mean, I'm glad I had it, you know, the free week that we got. I mean, that was pretty much all I wanted. It's like, yeah, enjoy that for a week and then just put that away. Thanks very much. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, it was good times. Fuser. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, James actually has a video for that up on it's on the YouTube. I need to make it live. It will
be, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be live soon. So
yeah, listen to my banging tunes that I made.
There it is.
Yeah.
DJ.
Right.
Regulate with Rick Astley. Good times.
There it is.
That's fun.
And the other game, actually, I was recommended. It was kind of weird timing. So I was talking to one of my students, and they mentioned about this game, this mobile game called Sky Children of the Light. And they were going on about it, like how it's like their favorite game ever, and like just how much they love the art style, because it's done by that game company, which did Journey and that other kind of squid game, whatever. I forgot. A lot of PlayStation 3 games, I think. Yeah, I mean, just from the screenshot and the video version, it kind of reminds you of Journey, right?
It's Journey.
It's Journey, right? So I guess this is more like Journey in the Sky, I guess would be Sky version, Sky Mission, right?
Oh boy, here we go.
Fast and the Furious Sky Mission.
Wild Speed.
Wilder Speed, Sky Mission. So yeah, I mean, so anyway, so my student talking about how it's their favorite game ever, and then maybe the same week it just gets announced for the Switch, which is like I think currently it's the only console version. I saw like an interview with the devs, how they were saying that they wanted to bring it to Nintendo systems first because it was like the best match for, you know, the audience or whatever. So it's not really exclusive on Switch, but it's console exclusive on Switch. If you want to play the smartphone version, you can, and they're both free. So yeah, even the Switch version is free. It's free to download. But when you hear, you know, smartphone game ported to Switch, free to play, you know, there are some alarm bells ringing in my head when I see that.
Sure.
No matter how good the game looks. And I did enjoy, like, you know, the first 30 minutes or something. There's absolutely no interruptions. There's nobody's asking you for money. You don't even feel that it's a smartphone game. You know, you think, oh, this is a, you know, nice looking 3D adventure kind of thing. I wonder where this is going to go. You know, there's a tutorial. You know, you're this little dude, and you're kind of lighting candles and kind of illuminating past memories. Kind of like that Batman Arkham Asylum, not Arkham Asylum. What's the one that I played on Wii U? Arkham Origins.
Origins, okay.
Yeah, and there was another game that I played, the Sunken City. where they have these kind of memories where you kind of finding clues in the environment that then it kind of reveals like what happened. Like you'll see a dead body and then you'll find some magical thing, and then it'll kind of reveal how that person was killed by like ghosts or like shadowy figures will appear in the scene. This game also uses that kind of aesthetic. So you kind of like finding these little people. Sometimes they're statues, sometimes it's just, you know, little things that you're finding in the environment, and then you kind of light the candle nearby, and then that'll reveal what happened to that person or that family in their past life or something like that. But it's all very pleasant. It's all very cutesy. You know, there's no like bloody dead bodies on the floor like in Sunken City with a head missing. It's nothing like that. It's just like, you know, it's very cute little scenes, you know, just, you know, bright, colorful things happening. And you can fly, and it kind of reminds me of like almost like Kid Icarus at times, like the 3DS Kid Icarus. Or maybe even that Capcom 5 game that never got released, which I can't remember the name of. Danny might remember. Or Ty might remember. Golden Phoenix? Dead Phoenix, yeah. Something like that, where, you know, you're flying through the sky and the camera's kind of going around. And you can completely control where you're going, and you're kind of flying through the clouds. And it's very relaxing, very beautiful. And then I got to this next area, and there was like a lot of people running around, and these were actually real people. Like it's an online game, and they're kind of silhouettes of other players. And like Journey, I mean, I've never played Journey, but from what I heard, you know, you never really know the person's name, or you can't really interact with them in any other way other than just gestures and sounds or whatever. So it's like, you know, it's very good for Nintendo console, right? Like online
Wait,
system.
did Journey have voice chat or no?
No, it's yeah. I think
like James said, the point was like to just interact with people just through the game,
right?
Like, without using anything like that. Because that would just kind of like, I guess it kind of like just defeats the purpose of the game.
Massive bong rip sounds.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you're helping each other out, but without ever knowing the person's name or anything about them. You know, perfect for Nintendo systems, right?
Yeah.
No voice chat needed. So, but then when I landed on this kind of next island, that's when the kind of free-to-playness kind of, you know, reared its ugly head. Oh, there's my dog. It's killing a, you know, intruder, hopefully. It was people like in non-playable characters were asking me for X of certain, you know, currency or something like that, or you have to collect these things to get this. And then it was like, you know, you can dress your avatar in different hats and different clothes, and they require 10 of these things. And it's like, oh, okay, this is this is where it comes in. So, you know, like I said, maybe the first part of the game, there's no hint of this, but like pretty much when you're starting the adventure for real, that's when you're going to start being asked for, you know, certain things. I don't. Maybe you can grind. Maybe you can earn these things without paying. But when I pressed the pause button, there was a shop, and I could buy 40 squids worth, you know, 60 squids worth of currency. You know, there were a lot of things to buy, and there was a season pass, and there was all these kind of, you know, it was kind of hidden-ish, but it's there. It's there. There is an undercurrent. There's a hidden layer of free-to-play jank, which I do not like. So I don't think I'll be going back to it. But I just, you know, enjoyed that first part, you know.
Yeah, I did notice, James, like after the game released, because same thing on Nintendo's Japanese website. I saw like, oh, free to play, cool, and then like immediately I was like, no way, and I kind of kept scrolling down. I went to the product page, and then it said like, oh, there's like, you know, in-game purchases. I'm like, okay, and I think I saw that season pass or whatever, like 3,600 yen, probably like $30 or something like that. So
yeah, it was something like that. So yeah, it's quite expensive. So you know, something like Journey, which was like what, 10, 15, $20, but it's like it's a whole complete adventure. You know, I'd much prefer it if they'd done that way, to be honest, rather than having all these kind of hidden, you know, in-app purchases.
It's the way you know a lot of things go these days. Yeah.
The weirdest I've never seen. There's a login screen which has login with Apple, log in with Google, log in with Game Center, log in with Gmail, like all these fucking things are like, and log in with Nintendo account, all on the same page. It's like my head exploded. I've never seen a game which has that many different login types. It's like it's a mishmash of like every console on the earth in one login screen. Very weird. I took a screenshot of it and tweeted it out if you don't believe me.
Don't believe you.
It's Photoshop.
Yep. Yeah, so that's it for me. 2 free games. Thanks very much.
Cool.
Let's see if Ty's been playing free games or not.
God,
No.
I know
I
part
have
of
paid
what.
for these.
Oh God.
Well, two out of 3.
Yeah. Well, Ty, take
back.
us away, man.
All right, where am I gonna start?
Oh God, I don't know.
All right, let's just get the one I hate out of the way first.
Okay.
All right, let me tell you about Planet Alpha.
Okay.
All right, I mean, I don't want to bag on it too hard since I think maybe as people who made it believe they did a good job and whatever. Okay, so on this show, I've talked about Limbo before, and that it's a good game, and I like it. And then after Limbo came out, there were so many like copycats, and this is like the most blatant Limbo copycat I've ever played. Like it's extremely pretty, right?
Yeah, I would say, honestly, looking at the screenshots though, I couldn't tell like where the character was. I mean, if I'm looking at a video, might be a little.
Oh yeah, you can see him. He's kind of right there. That's your character.
Okay.
He's a guy that can run left and right and jump and push things.
Okay.
And you run left to right, and a bunch of events happen as you do so.
Okay.
And you slide a box around to get over a wall or whatever, and actually you do all the exact same things in the same places at the same pace that you do in Limbo, and it's so fucking blatant. Okay, in Limbo, you start moving to the right for a while, and then you'll get to a part where you jump on some columns and they collapse into each other like dominoes, and you have to jump from one to one. That happens in this game. There's a part where you jump down a hill at a dramatic moment and you slide down. That happens in this game. You get attacked by these fucking rando guys and you don't know what's going on. That happens in Limbo and this game. And I'm just thinking, all right, where's the giant spider enemy? And then the giant spider enemy came out.
Nice.
So,
it's a lot more colorful than Limbo.
Yeah, it's very pretty. But Christ, I hate it.
Man.
I mean, it just seems like or like a really cynical, fake, artistic game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, is it like something that's maybe trying too hard or something?
Yeah, it's trying to. I just get the vibe that it's like trying to be like this profound art kind of game, but it's just like a derivative copy of Limbo, like extremely so.
I mean, I've never tried to make a video game, let alone like an artistically, inclined type of thing or something. So I imagine it'd be pretty hard to like kind of walk that fine line, especially after, at this point, so many other games have like done that type of stuff before. So maybe that's why they kind of fell back into not well, as you say, blatantly copying. Maybe they don't see it that way. But
yeah, maybe they don't. I don't know, but it just seems like a really blatant copy. I hate it. Let's move on.
Okay.
Next.
Oh God.
Okay. Which one should I do next?
I have pictures for one that I don't even really want to share, but I will share them.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh God.
Delicious Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. Let's go.
There were okay. Before I throw these up here, they're not okay. It's not safe for work, but it's not like I'd say don't show this in front of your kids or something like that. Yes,
here we go again.
Door, over 18s only. Yes, I mean
if you're save that for anime trash.
Yeah, if you're listening to the show with kids or something like that, or watching, maybe take them out for a minute.
I'm trying to make this. Oh my God, there it is.
Yeah. I just kind of cherry picked the most wholesome pictures. So
good job. Okay.
Delicious.
So I noticed this game when Kamiya was tweeting about it nonstop.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would just post clips of him playing this like for like 2 weeks straight.
Like without taking a break, like literally.
Yeah, like he would just tweet this game just constantly. And I'm like, okay, this looks like a really ridiculous game to have on Switch, so I'm gonna mentally bookmark that. And
this is on Switch?
This is on fucking Switch.
What? Oh, actually, no. I've seen worse. Actually, now you mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I picked this up with my leftover change from buying the Smash Fighter Pass. Which we'll get to. And it's on sale right now. It's like 500 yen.
Okay.
And so what you do in this game is you play Mahjong Solitaire, and you go through these progressively harder stages, and you're rewarded with cute new outfits for your distracting anime girls.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole game.
Yeah.
When do the clothes explode, Tai?
Probably when you beat the hardest stage.
Yeah.
Like for her, it goes from cheerleader outfit to schoolgirl outfit to maid outfit to I don't know what's next.
Yeah, I saw like
I
saw some swimsuits that are like barely like I couldn't even wear like that top, let alone one of these girls that are like have boobs that are like bigger than my head.
Yeah, the girls in this game do have huge boobs.
Yeah,
I am gonna point that out.
Yeah, yeah.
So how's the gameplay?
Pretty good.
I'm personally not too much into Solitaire or Mahjong, so
yeah. Do you know how to play this game?
No.
Okay, what you do is you have to match tiles.
Yeah.
And you can't match a tile if it's between two other tiles left to right. You can if they're like between tiles up and down. So you have to make the changes and not get yourself into an unwinnable state.
Was this in Clubhouse games, Tai?
It might. There's a good chance.
I think so.
Well, they should have, James Allen. They should have put this on Clubhouse games. Yeah, they should.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have like an old Windows 95 version of this same game that I put a lot of time into. It was pretty fun. It didn't have the barely closed anime girls, so it wasn't quite as good.
Yes.
I was going to say, which car boot sale did you get these floppy disks from, Tai?
Yeah. But I mean, it's a really fun puzzle game that there's probably like free web versions you can try out.
Sure.
But I don't think they have the big booby anime girls. So you're out of luck there. Anyway, once again, Kamiya was right.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as gameplay, you do get rewarded. It's kind of like a time attack thing, but you also get like points bonus if you keep your combo up by matching fast enough.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can lose if you run out of time, but that usually doesn't happen. Usually, what happens is if you get yourself into an unwinnable state with like poor planning.
Being me,
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Yeah, but try it out. It's a little bit easier for us now that we've seen kanji before.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Mahjong. Like I was an exchange student here in Japan, and like one of the Chinese students was like, "Hey, let's play Mahjong," with like a bunch of other people. I was like, "Okay," and he was trying to explain to me everything, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on." Yeah, basically.
Nice. Tai, you could do a lot worse on the dregs of the eShop. There's a lot more,
Oh, I know.
Worst / best games. Yep. Yeah, Nintendo's they're very relaxed when it comes to releasing this kind of smut on the eShop these days. They really don't give a shit, especially on the Japanese eShop.
Yeah. A while back, somebody ported some strip Mahjong game that was on Saturn, the eShop, and that one actually got pulled down.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Retro Gaming Systems Collector, a little comment here. This is a Nintendo Switch game. Is there any chance for something like a little more along the lines of robot games, like Rise of the Robots, or something like more practical 5-story robots? Well, there was that one Wii U game that Miyamoto was developing, that Project Giant Robot, and it kind of turned into it kind of basically turned into Labo. So there's there, but maybe they'll have robots that have exploding clothes that come off, and they're actually big boob anime girls. Who knows?
Yep.
Oh, Danny could make that in Game Builder Garage.
That's my homework, guys.
There you go.
Hey, drop by the Discord later. I might stream some Party Girl Mahjong or whatever.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, and so I played one more thing.
All right.
I dug out the old GameCube controller adapter, bought that Smash Pass, and tried out Kazuya.
Cool.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Wow. Oh, you bought the whole thing, the old 6 characters or whatever.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Played it for 30 minutes.
Nice.
Then went right to strip Mahjong.
Nice.
Did you get destroyed by level 9 Kazuya?
I didn't fight against level 9 Kazuya. I'm familiar with him wrecking shit though.
Yeah.
So I played as Kazuya for a while against just like random opponents, and he feels powerful, which is great. And he does have a lot of moves. He has a lot of Tekken moves.
There was a tournament, right? Somebody entered a level 9 Kazuya as in the tournament.
Yeah.
That was
and like wild. He won or he got like really far.
Right. He put a lot of people out.
Yeah, that's kind of like the current meme
right
in the fighting game community right now. Pretty good. Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't think Danny gets it. Danny, the CPU was destroying human opponents and winning tournaments.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be able to beat level 9 back in the day on Melee, but
Yeah, this one's a little bit different. Probably going to nerf him, right?
Okay. Sorry, I was kind of like reading through some of the comments here. James, Ty, how long did it take you to locate your Switch?
Oh, my Switch is right here collecting dust on the shelf. It took me forever to find my controller adapter, though.
Okay.
I had to dig real deep for that one.
Under all that anime.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, are you like? I guess with you drop the money like on Kazuya and this whole fighter pass and stuff like that. Do you feel like you wasted it? I mean, or what?
We'll see.
Okay. Still kind of like
I'm still hoping one day we'll get some offline games going.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the fighter pass? Is it 3,000 or?
I think it's 3,200.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't just buy a 3,000 card at the convenience. You have to buy.
They do have like actual fighter pass cards like at the convenience stores.
Oh, I didn't see one when I was there.
It might depend on like your location and stuff like that, but they have them at the ones around me because I've seen them there.
Okay, I didn't see it when I was there. Besides, I need the extra money for strip Mahjong.
Yeah. So it all kind of works out in the end.
Yeah. Oh, and plus, but to buy the Shantae Me costume so I can get the extra song.
Oh, wasn't that? Oh, okay. So that was included with all that. So I mean,
good call,
right?
No, I mean you have to spend like 80 yen.
Oh, I thought that was included in the fighter pass.
No.
Wow. Okay.
No me costumes in the fighter pass, Danny.
Wow. Okay. Don't look at the news story on our website.
Uh-oh. Make some revisions to that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And what else? I played a little Steve too. I haven't tried out the rest of the new characters yet, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have noticed that, but no, they did not have it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Well, that's my new business.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think that is going to, obviously, like Ty said, that's obviously it for new business. So let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of Now Playing at Famicast.com. And Now Playing at Famicast.com, lots of stuff going up on our website, lots of stuff going up on our YouTube. Some of it factually, correct, some of it incorrect. It doesn't matter. It's going to entertain you. But if it's supposed to be fact-based, I hope to God it's right. Anyways, so yeah, lots of stuff going up. James, do you want to talk about a couple of things?
Yeah. So the game I talked about in my new business, Fuser. Listen to my fat beats. Check them out. And also Sky, Children of the Light. I'm just editing that now. That should be up in maybe the next couple of days. So you can see the point where they start asking you for money. And also brand new video, hot off the press. So the new Switch announcement that we're going to talk about in the news segment just after this. I did a quick video, just break down all the new features of the new Switch, and also I cut out the footage of Splatoon 3, which is a brand new footage that they showed in that trailer. So yeah, those 5 sweet seconds of new footage, I cut that out, slowed it down, analyzed it. It's a very short video, but there's a lot of information in it. So yeah, please do enjoy.
Sure. Yeah, for me, this, like I said, this is kind of like the start of a really busy week. And actually, man, before this Nintendo Switch OLED stuff, I was kind of thinking, man, this is going to be a really light show this week, but I was kind of glad that happened. But yeah, in terms of like videos and other stuff that we're going to be covering, Pro Baseball Spirits 2021, a Japanese baseball game that is coming out at midnight. I am really contemplating picking it up after the show, because I have a really busy day at work tomorrow. So what the hell? Why not stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning?
That's right.
Stuff.
Check out the episode called Midnight Terror Run. I can't remember what episode number that is, but Danny did that for a different game, right?
It's probably
another baseball game.
Yeah, I think it might have been. That's
Jesus.
God. Yeah, I'm just
all of them blend together now, Danny. It's like Pro, Yaku, New Spirits, EX, Esports.
It's all Konami, for like the past few ones. So it's like it's fine, right? See, that's the funny thing. In the West, people are like, Konami still makes games. In Japan, yes, they are big on the Switch. They're making a lot of different stuff. It's pretty crazy. And
gyms.
Yes. One other thing that I wanted us to say here before we move on to the news, though, for patrons, our Famicast Game Night is coming up this month. We're thinking about doing it in a couple of weeks, probably on a Saturday. We will be posting more information about that in the Discord and also on Patreon, all that type of stuff. Meant to get to that. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to getting drunk, and yeah, it's going to be great. So you
don't need an excuse. But Ty might want to briefly mention the Eagle podcast, the Bald Eagle podcast that you just made, right?
Oh, yes, of course. I did a new episode of the Games That Made Us. Come find out what was happening in the United States in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Some good-ass video games.
Yeah, it was a fun show. Lots of cool stuff. So definitely be sure to check it out. If you're not a patron, consider supporting us. Give us your money.
$3.
Yeah. We need a new season 5 patron. Come on, make it happen.
Let's do it. But yeah, all this and more at Famicast.com, Famicast on YouTube, Famicast Patreon, whatever. Yep, that's it.
All
right. .net. All right, James. I think you know what time it is. That's right, folks.
You heard me.
Kind of. You cut out there for a second, but I knew what you're saying. That's right, folks. It's time for exactly that. It's time for the JAPANews. This is the time of the show where we talk about all the latest and greatest comings and goings of stuff in Japan and gaming and Nintendo, not necessarily in that order. Obviously, the big topic of discussion today, there's one other thing I want to talk about, but just very briefly, but let's talk about the Nintendo Switch OLED model, which is the big thing.
Holy shit, where did that come from? It's one of those things where you see the video and you're looking at the Twitter account, and is it Nintendo of America? Is it Nintendo of American? There's so many fucking fake accounts. I had to double check it 3 times. It's nope, it's spelled correctly. Yep, okay, that is real.
for me, I was prepping some stuff for the show, and it was about 10 o'clock last night here in Japan.
Right.
And I just went over to Nintendo site because I was trying to look up get some screenshots for Sky, Children of Light. And as soon as I went to the website, I just saw I'm just, for the video viewers, I'm going to go ahead and put on the video just so we can kind of see everything and stuff like that. And audio viewers, I'm going to try to turn this down as fast as I can before. But yeah, so I just saw like, you know, the Japanese and then EL, and then I was like, and then it looked like a white switch. I was like, what in the hell is this? What is going on? And then I like kind of cross-referenced with Twitter, and it looked like it happened like 4 minutes before I like, you know, went to their website. And yeah, it's none other than, you know, the new Nintendo Switch, the Switch Pro, not quite, but in terms of like details and stuff, James, do you want to like lay out the facts, like what this thing is?
It's funny because you know, in the past like year, 2 years, you know, people have been going on about the Switch Pro, but there's always been a handful of people saying, guys, you need to temper your expectations. It's not really a Switch Pro. It's more like, you know, it's got a better screen, better battery life, etc. But don't really think of it as a Switch Pro. People are like, yeah, whatever. Switch Pro is coming, man. You don't know shit.
Native 4K.
Yeah. All that kind of thing. But yeah, now those same people have come out and said, told you. It's not a Switch Pro.
Better stand.
Yeah, but just to kind of lay out everything here,
okay.
I mean, if you're watching the video version, you could probably see this stuff. But yeah, this is an OLED screen Switch. Obviously, the screen's going to look a little bit bigger, a little bit better. It is bigger. The form factor is exactly the same as the original Switch. The only difference is like the bezels are basically being used for more screen real estate, which is kind of like what we talked about.
Yeah, that was the longest rim, wasn't it? The bezel was going to be smaller, and that is true. Yeah, the LAN port, that was a surprise. I think that was on like a lot of people's wish lists. I know that was on mine, but I don't know. Deep down, I just thought it wouldn't happen.
Right.
It was just like, it's not really a Nintendo thing to do. Especially, I mean, this is not a Switch Pro, so it's not like a Pro system. It's just like a better screen version of the system. So it's like, you know, why would they need to put a LAN port in there? They don't really need to, right?
Well, I mean, I think
they did.
Yeah, I would say I think there's some reasons for this. We'll get to that in just a second. But a couple other little things here too. So yeah, it also has more onboard memory. It has, well, like storage memory. It has 64 gigabytes of internal storage. It also has like better audio, kind of like this enhanced audio feature, you know, for the speakers when you're playing in handheld or TV or in you know, tabletop mode. I'm trying to think of some other things, like basically too, from what I've seen on Nintendo's website, the docks, everything works together. You know, if you have an old Switch, you can put that old Switch in this new dock, it's fine. If you have a new Switch, you can put it in the old dock, that's fine. Like that type of stuff. Everything works together. That's absolutely fine.
Because there's nothing new. It's just the screen that's new. It's nothing internally, none like new processors or anything like that.
Yeah, I was checking out the battery life, like stuff like that too today on like the Nintendo of America's like FAQ site and stuff. Basically, it's the same exact thing as the revised Switch model. It's like 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life, depending obviously on what game you're playing.
So the one thing that people did want from a new Switch was the D-pad, the proper D-pad. They didn't do that. To fix the Joy-Con drift, they're not doing that. It's the same Joy-Cons, right? So the two biggest things are not happening, which is kind of annoying. And that kind of adjustable stand thing, like no one asked for that. And then some people are happier with that, but it's like, ask for that. I guess it's not going to snap off as easier, but
yeah. And I mean, that doesn't seem like that would take like a whole lot of, I mean, obviously it takes a lot of stuff to go into developing, you know, products and stuff like that. But I don't think that was one that took, you know, oh man, the hardest part about the new Switch redesign was that freaking, you know, thing on the back. I don't think that was it, you know. So like, that's probably just like a thing like, hey, we can do it. Why not?
But the reason why I'm just assuming Joy-Con drift hasn't been fixed is that they didn't even fix it for the Switch Lite. And the Switch Lite doesn't even have removable Joy-Cons. So that shows that, you know, just the controller part, the part of the sticks, I guess. The sticks is the weak point of the system, right? They haven't upgraded them, they haven't changed them. And they're exactly the same on this one as well. It's not like they've got like new sticks or anything. The non-D-pad is still a non-D-pad. So it's pretty much guaranteed that these are going to be the same drifty Joy-Cons, which is like pretty disgusting when this console costs $350 and they just want people to buy another one.
Sure. And that's the thing too. Yeah, here in Japan, it's like 37,000 yen, like 38,000 yen or something like that. Roughly the same as what the price is in like the US and, you know, in Europe. And well, Europe doesn't announce prices, right?
Right. Well, I know in Australia it's $6,500. in Australia. So,
which is weird because that's like $2 US.
yeah, you can actually buy a car with that.
Right. But we have a comment from James Allen about everything here. It says, "Hey, you will." Sorry, just let me fix something.
Oh, you will be able to buy the new dock separately if you were desperate for the LAN connector, but only from the official Nintendo online store. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I expect that to be the case. Is he saying? Is that fact? Is that true? That's confirmed.
It sounded like it was, but I mean, unless I was looking at on the store here in Japan, nothing's listed yet. Actually, here in Japan, this is actually something I wanted to talk about. I was thinking about this last night, but in the West, pre-orders just go up instantly from places like GameStop, Game, all that type of stuff. The retailers kind of have a stranglehold over this type of thing. But like in Japan, at least when it comes to Nintendo like hardware, Nintendo has a lot of control over what they allow or don't allow retailers to do. Like Nintendo's official Twitter last night, very shortly after they released this video, they said, "Yep, pre-orders start in late September," and people the retailers here are going to stick with that, which is nice because then, I mean, obviously the day that when they announce it, like, hey, this is good, pre-orders going to start now, it's going to be probably a shit show, but at least it's something that we can at least be a little bit more prepared for.
Right. In America, it's they're done. All the scalpels have bought every single one. Before you've even watched the video, before the video's finished, they've already sold out, right?
Yeah.
James Allen, he confirms that is the case. So yeah,
okay.
That is quite surprising actually, because I thought Nintendo would want to restrict people buying just the dock, just to kind of force people to buy the whole thing. But
I mean, to be fair, the dock. The only different thing about this dock compared to the other one is that LAN port. So
right,
there it is. And I mean, that doesn't mean they'll stop selling the old docks. They still sell those. It's not cheap. This one's probably more expensive.
They also don't really talk about it in the trailer or anything, but you can actually buy a red and blue version of this. It doesn't have to be the white one. I don't know. Does the dock, just a regular black dock with the red and blue switch? I didn't notice that.
It's a black dock. It's kind of like the new design because it does look a little bit different. But yeah,
the curve on it. Yeah, it's got curved edges to the dock, right? Yeah. It doesn't have a light on the front, does it?
I can't. Okay, looking at this trailer now, I'm thinking like, wait, is that a light, or is it just like a reflection off of like a shiny black or white part of it?
Yeah, it looks like it has a light.
I think it's a fake light. I think that's just an effect. I think it's just a reflection. Yeah. If it does have a light, like a thing that lights up in the dark, that would be pretty cool. But I don't think it is. I think they would have made more of a deal of that.
Yeah, it's not really necessary.
Right.
It totally is. Look at it.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon enough.
Right.
So yeah, bigger screen. I mean, good if you're playing portably. But a few of the guys in the Discord said if they wanted to play Switch portably, Switch Lite is the best because you got the nice D-pad and it's a better form factor for like portable play. This is like the same as the regular one, and the screen's bigger, but that's not really good for long-term portable play.
Wow, James Allen dropping the knowledge. There is a light. It's called the TV connection light.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go.
Neat.
Bada boom.
I guess I'm the only one watching this in HD.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they threw in a few bit of game footage for like new games that are not out yet, like the new Pokemon games, Splatoon 3, Breath of the Wild 2. But these are all just ones that they showed at previous directs or whatever. But the only thing that was brand new footage was Splatoon 3, which is why I made that video on our YouTube channel. So you can check out the footage in slow motion. Check it out. They showed off the new bow weapon. Which on further inspection, it kind of looks like it could be like a Rainmaker style weapon, like not a regular weapon, like something that you get for a limited time and then you use it to like an objective, like in a ranked battle kind of thing. So maybe this bow weapon is actually part of a new rank mode. I don't know. That's just me speculating, but I don't think it's a regular weapon. It looked too powerful to be like just a regular weapon and kind of moving kind of slowly. So yeah. One
crazy thing I heard somebody say on Twitter, maybe a couple other people, they said something like, well, cool. Now we have a redesign of this kind of the Switch. Maybe they'll do a redesign of the Pro Controller with a built-in mic. But then, I mean, if you look at this trailer or at this video, you can literally see the guy has his phone sitting on the table with what is probably the Nintendo Switch online app to talk with his friends.
Danny, that's how everyone does voice chat these days. You know,
yeah,
even Xbox users use that app now.
Yeah, I know Ty uses it on a consistent basis. There's really no other way to communicate with your friends.
Right.
So yeah,
so
give up that.
Yeah, people use their phones to communicate. Didn't you not know that?
Wow.
So yeah, nothing dramatically new. I mean, the new screen probably is nice, but I'm not a portable play user, so it doesn't really affect me.
I mean, for me, I probably play about 50-50. It really just kind of depends on the time of day and like that type of stuff. So like I'm planning on picking this up probably day one. Just I like new things. I like Nintendo things. That's just what I do. But also, I mean, I think I like that the screen is actually a little bit bigger. That's pretty cool. It's going to have better sound. You know, I know some of you guys, you know, with mobile phones and stuff like that. I mean, I'm an Apple guy. I like Apple's stuff. And kind of like the progress they've made with like the sound on like the actual device over the past few iterations of their phones have actually been pretty impressive. You go from like a one speaker type of deal to like two that's kind of like stereo to like, you know, it just keeps getting a little bit better and better with quality. And
you know, real talk, if they'd fixed the Joy-Con drift for sure, 100%. Like they were like physically very different, the Joy-Cons, you know. Like, you know, the sticks looked different. They were better sticks, and they had a D-pad. You know, and you know, combined with the nice screen and the LAN adapter, they could have got me. But just the fact that they just haven't changed that part whatsoever, they just gave it a different color. That kind of sucks.
But are you surprised? I mean, I'm not.
I don't know. I thought that if they were going to do it, it was going to be a new version of the Switch, right? It's like, this is the time to do it. But because they didn't go with the Pro part of it, you know, it makes sense that they didn't do anything. Yeah. So it just kind of confirms that this is not a Pro in any way. This is just a slightly nicer looking version of the original Switch.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Nintendo's done a lot of like mid-cycle like upgrades to systems, not even necessarily upgrades, just like newer. It's kind of like refreshes, and that's what this is. This isn't a new 3DS thing at all. James, I think I saw you tweeting about it or somebody, and like, you know, new 3DS was actually quite a significant bump from the original 3DS.
That was
like processor was different, and like the screen was better, all this type of stuff. But like this is not that. And if you're disappointed with that, that's fine. I mean, just don't buy it. I mean,
I think everyone agrees with me here that DS to DS Lite was probably one of the greatest, you know, upgrades ever. And for me, 3DS to 3DS and to new 3DS was almost equivalent to that. Yeah. Because, you know, it was so much more powerful, and they fixed the 3D, you know, the eye tracking thing, and just the general speed of the whole menus were just faster, and it just felt like it should have been, you know, that's why the Switch, the DS Lite was so good. It's like, this is what the DS should have been from the start, but instead they went for that fucking stupid prototype thing, and they rushed it out, right?
Yeah,
and the new 3DS was kind of like that. It's like, oh yeah, this is what it should have been. This is how the menus are supposed to run, right? I mean, and you could argue that this is kind of like that. I think this is like a DSi. This is kind of like a DSi, you know, that kind of thing.
I mean, Nintendo are always like very aware of like costs for like their machines and stuff like this too. That's why I think, you know, I mean, components and stuff like that get cheaper. They can put better stuff in their consoles as the time goes by. So I mean, I think that's why, you know, you see that. I mean, to make something is this, like you said, man, the DS Lite design wise, man, that thing was great. And just like in terms of functionality, it was just better. You know, this completely all around. But I mean, if they I just don't think they could have made something that sleek and maybe not take a loss on it or something, you know. So I mean, Nintendo's always thinking about that type of stuff.
The one good thing about this new Switch is that they didn't take anything out. which is what Nintendo do a lot of times when they upgrade. They take a huge feature out, and it's like it makes you kind of like second guess yourself. They didn't take anything out; they just added stuff. So that's good, I guess. I guess if your Switch is broken, or it's like near death or something like that, and you just want to sell it and upgrade, I think this is a good option. But if you just bought a Switch, this is like a no-go, isn't it? It's like no one's going to upgrade, they just bought a Switch.
No. I mean, like I bought it, I bought my Switch at launch. So it's like, sometimes the fan gets a little loud and just makes some weird noises. So it's kind of frightening. So I'm kind of glad that, there is this new model. It's different enough to where I'm not going to feel like I'm just buying the same exact thing that I like, literally the same exact thing that I have,
Oh yeah, it's still 720 portable as well, as we found out, right?
Yeah.
That was another long rumor, wasn't it? It was 1080p, but yeah, and 4K docked 1080p, portable. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, we talked about this too. I mean, some of the things were saying that it was gonna. Oh my god, I forgot the
upscaling thing as well.
Yeah, the DSSR or something like that. But
that's all bullshit.
Well, I know that technology exists, but that's not happening here, at least with this dock. Because basically it's like AI kind of like renders the stuff into like 4K or just a higher resolution than what it was originally.
Maybe it does. Maybe because the screen is slightly bigger, but it's still 720p to make it sharper. Maybe it's. I don't think
it does. Their product page said like it said like resolutions and stuff like that. There's 720p and 1080p were written on there. So like,
okay,
I don't think so.
Comment below. Are you getting the new Switch?
Yeah.
EL. We mentioned the Japanese name is Ieru.
Yeah.
Office lady.
Yes. No, it's OL.
Yeah. Right. That's the joke.
Yeah, but like there's a kanji before that. It's called Yuki Ieru Model, and basically it's the same thing as OLED. Organic. It's just that's the order of how they say it is different. Like the kanji part is, I think, the organic. Yeah. Whatever, organic, dynamic, blah blah blah. So it's literally the same thing. It's just the order of it. It's just different.
Yuki is organic in Japanese. Yeah. All right then.
Yeah.
Next.
So I think, yep. Let me get this off of here. Oh my god. Stop it.
Nice having to watch that video 50 times. Brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. So never gonna leave your head. Let's get this. Oh my god. Shit. No.
What the hell is he doing?
I don't know. So anyways, there's only one other little bit of news here. And James Allen actually has a comment here. James, go ahead and take that comment for a second.
He said a Pro would have been an immediate yes, but at the moment he wanted, but he already justified for a screen update. Yes, it is. But anyway, ask me on October 8th, so he might get it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be getting it unless my Switch like literally breaks or melts, which it might do. It's in bad form at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. I don't plan on. I'm not planning on getting it like Danny.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pre-order it, so that's fine. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about with the news here today is that there is a new Tetris 99 event coming up this week, starting on Friday, and this is for none other than Mario Golf Super Rush. So yeah, this was just announced here today, and so if you're into Tetris 99 and like collecting all the themes and stuff like that, go for it. You have until like next Tuesday or something, from Friday until Tuesday. Give it a shot. Get your 100 points in the game. Get your theme to sit on that digital shelf and show no one. Just like me.
Good times.
Yep. All right. Well, that is actually going to do it for the news here. So let's move on to a little bit of
no game trials. Okay. Fair enough.
James, yes. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, I kind of briefly hinted at it in my new business. The two game trials are kind of almost happening at the same time. But Fusa is now over. The European game trials is over. But the Japanese game trials just started. Valkyria Chronicles is free for a week. You can try out this from start on the 5th, and it's until July 11th. But you can also just buy the game if you want on sale, 1,466 yen until the 18th. And also Valkyria Chronicles 4 and its DLC will be on sale as well. You can get that for under 2,000 bones, Japanese bones. So yeah, good times. Yeah, I played the demo of that actually. I kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah. Like it's kind of cool because the base price of those games have really been cut here in Japan, which doesn't happen a lot. But like some bigger companies have like their own budget lineup of games and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've missed the anime tax, which usually gets applied in Japan, but somehow they managed to skip that.
Well, so no, it used to be really expensive. But if they sell so much, they sell so well, blah blah blah, that type of deal. Yeah. All right, now that'll do it for the news. Ty, it's ready for some trash.
All right, it's garbage day. Mm-hmm. All right, so as usual now, I have some boxes of anime trash. Let's get into them. I have 4. And there'll be some crazy stuff in here.
So if this is your first time checking out this segment of the show, Ty has multiple boxes of anime trash that he won out of UFO catchers online.
Yep.
And yes, you can play UFO catchers online and actually.
I wonder if this QR code is good.
Yeah. So if you guys want to try them out try out any of these. I have these are linked up in the YouTube show notes and stuff like that. It's linked up in the show notes on the website, all sorts of places, so you can check it out.
I think Toriba is trying to scam me out of a prize right now, so don't advertise them. They suck.
Okay.
I'll let you know when and if they get back to my ticket.
Okay.
But today I have 3 boxes from Golton, aka Sega Catcher, and 1 from Toriba. And also Toriba has not shipped my last 2 boxes yet. I might give them the benefit of the doubt there because of Japan's kind of brutal weather lately.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Like, I swear to God, I haven't seen the sun.
We got landslides and stuff.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
What do we got here?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we have
wrong guy.
Wrong guy. We have a big boob anime girl.
There it is. Nice. Espresso.
That's like a brand or series of figures. This is I don't know. What's her name?
Lock your bedroom door. Over 18s only.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I saw the app, the Gotan app, on my Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got apps for your TV now. You can play it on your TV.
God, can you imagine using that Fire Stick controller to play that thing? Ugh.
No. They had a bunch actually. Like not just that one. They had maybe 3 or 4 of these kind of like crane game apps.
Neat.
So maybe I'll take a screenshot if I can. Oh, I'm gonna take a screenshot of my TV.
Oh, this is a big one. All right. And then peel off my shipping label so don't dox me.
Okay.
Just angle it away from the camera.
Yeah,
I'm using this like extremely rusty old pocket knife to open this. So
God,
if you want to get tetanus, you're in luck.
Every single time that I watch you open these up, I keep thinking to myself, like, holy shit, Ty is about to like cut his arm open.
Yep.
Hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
I don't want that to happen. Oh my God.
Okay. Oh Christ, what's in here? Like I don't even know. Like I just win these things and forget about them. Oh boy, yes. Except this one. I can never forget about this one.
I forget about them all except this one. Is it a giant corn cob?
Yeah, it's a giant corn cob. Corn cob again.
Nice.
Is that soft? Is it like a plushie?
Yeah, it's kind of like a rubbery pillow kind of thing.
Yeah, that looks really
it is
realistic.
a pillow. It is soft.
Oh,
it looks super realistic too.
We're gonna open this up. Oh yeah. It seems kind of heavy duty though. Which it should be.
Yeah.
You know,
James Allen, what the fuck?
some rugged travel corn.
Yeah.
This is great. I love it.
That's great, man.
This is my new anime body pillow.
There it is. Perfect.
I was going to say you could sleep with that.
Yeah, it's like perfect pillow size.
Yeah, that is actually wholesome. Like, no joke.
Corn cob. I mean, I knew I had to get it.
Yeah.
Like the minute it went up on Sega Catcher. There's one more thing in this box. I don't know what it is.
It's an actual sweet corn on the cob, cooked.
Right. Yeah.
Corn cobs again. What did I get here? Oh, hell yeah! All right, I got an anime girl.
Okay.
Yet another anime girl. What's her name? Sakurajima something. Okay.
Sure.
Generic anime girl. And I got my Trapper keychain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, from Dead by Daylight. They got the Dead by Daylight goods on the Sega Catcher store.
Never heard of it.
Right.
All right. So that's one box down. Yeah. About my backpack in here.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Oh man.
Right.
Good comments in here. Retro gaming systems collector. I like the new Godzilla figure that's coming out from the new show on Netflix. It's incredible. It's really looks like a great day one order. Don't know if they have that type of cool stuff in the Sega Catchers and stuff.
They do. They do have Godzilla versus King Kong goods.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I do want to get a Godzilla. Oh, one of my favorite childhood toys was a big plastic Godzilla from the 80s.
I had one of those. I had this big plastic King Kong too. It wasn't, I mean, for me as a kid. And then when I was back in America a couple of years ago, I found it.
Nice.
I found my King Kong. I was like, boom. And then I left it where I found it.
Yeah, so I would love to have a new Godzilla for so many reasons. All right. Oh, I don't even know what's in here.
Is that new movie any good? Does anyone know? Godzilla
I don't
versus
know. Probably not.
It's just probably fun action, you know. But the retro gaming system collection was talking about the Netflix anime series. I don't know anything. Man, I'm out of the loop with Netflix stuff here recently.
Oh, look. It's this one again.
Oh, okay. What is that?
This is Castor Nitocris. This is a Fate figure.
Oh,
this is the third time I've won this.
So they're on the pile.
Trash.
Yeah, this one's going in the giveaway pile. It's a pretty awesome figure. Yeah. And I just can't stop winning it easily.
Yeah,
oh yeah, and speaking of repeat Fate figures, I got this one too. Like they're just giving these away. Yeah, this one's really cool. Like I actually put mine together. It like has this like semi-translucent skirt detail here. And this one's a really high quality one. Like I said, it's got a lot of weight to it. I remember saying that last time. This is a great figure right here. So I'm putting this on the giveaway pile.
James Allen, over 18s only. Are we sure that it's not something else shaped like a corn cob? It's ribbed.
Oh God.
Right. It's my giant wiener.
Looking forward to the day when Ty opens a massive dong.
It's gonna be great.
I have this.
What is this? A box?
Gun. No. It's a shelf.
Another shelf.
Yes.
Another one.
Yes. I love winning these shelving units.
Right. Somebody asked to do an unboxing of the shelf, and he actually did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is like a lighter weight, taller one. We'll see how it goes. Like, I didn't build the old one yet, but like these two I have way up in the background here. Those are also ones I won off these UFO catchers. They're very useful.
Looks good on the shelf.
Yeah. More shelves for the shelf.
You need a shelf, right?
All right, one more box.
See, Danny, you need to think out the box there. You need to get more shelves to put on your shelves.
Where did I put my rusty-ass pocket? Here it is. Okay, let's see. There's one more from Goton.
How long till Danny finds out he's on mute? Find out next episode.
God damn it.
There it is.
Nice.
What I was trying to say is that, yeah, my room is actually really small. So, like, man, like, I don't know how many more shelving units I can fit in here. Or if I put some on the wall, if my wall is just going to collapse down on me, I don't know.
All the more exciting for the podcast.
Right.
Oh, this is fun. Oh yeah, this is the best box.
Oh God.
Cob.
Here we go.
What do we go?
It's another body pillow.
Yeah, this is my favorite Sumiko Gurashi character. This is Tokage.
Okay.
There's a fish. He's a very happy boy or girl. I'm not sure if he's a boy or a girl.
It's blue.
Tokage means lizard, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Weren't we just having this conversation like a couple episodes back, like with this
I
same
think so.
character?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tokage isn't actually a lizard. He/it/she like just says he's a lizard because I guess he's secretly ashamed of being like a nuclear dinosaur like Godzilla. Right? No, this is real. You can look it up.
This is part of the lore.
Right? Deep lore.
We believe you. Stepping slowly backwards out the room.
Yeah, well, look, it's got these cute little fins on the back. I love it.
Lizard people. Can't trust them. Donald Rumsfeld.
All right. You'll never guess what I got next.
The Donald Rumsfeld figure. Oh, even better.
Wow.
This is Waldo, a.k.a. Wally.
Yeah.
James, is he Waldo or Wally?
Wally in Japanese and Wally in England.
Okay, well, in the US of A, he's Waldo.
Yeah.
Does anyone know why they changed it?
Nope.
A lot of different reasons. I mean, in other countries, like in France, I think he's called something that's completely different, like Charlie or something weird.
Oh yeah. That makes sense because that's different language. But like, is Wally such a bad thing in America?
No.
It's just nobody's named Wally, I guess.
Waldo seems a lot more marketable.
And it seems
maybe it was a copyright thing.
Yeah, the only other Waldo I saw was on Family Matters. Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo. If anybody ever watched that show back in the day, Steve Urkel.
This is a tall boy right here.
Yeah,
that's cool. You should hide him. You should hide him in the trash behind you, and then people have to find him next episode.
Well, first I'm going to bring him to work.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, Russ Grino brings up something that I saw on Twitter here recently. Actually, you guys might have seen this too. Have you guys seen the giant 3D screen in Shinjuku with the cat?
Yes, I saw it on Twitter right before the show. It was amazing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Giant 3D screen, like what, 3DS style? You don't need glasses?
Kinda. It's weird. I don't know how it works, but and Ty has a car.
Yes, this is the Hachiroku, the infamous Drifto car.
Okay.
Nice. From that anime.
Yeah, Initial D, and this one's available in 3 colors. I have the red one. That's the only one that was left. But this is a beloved car because it has like the perfect shape and weight to be the ultimate drift machine. You take this piece of shit old Toyota from the 80s, you put in like a 10,000 RPM engine, and you go to town.
Very nice. Some people are really into this type of stuff.
Hell yeah. Dude, I swear, when I lived in Tochigi, there's always one of these in the parking lot for the grocery store with like a dude asleep in it. I think he lived in it.
I'd say he probably lived there. Like, no fucking joke.
He spent all his money on the one car he wanted, and that's all he could afford.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
But I probably have enough remote control cars to have my own race.
Nice.
Oh, that's a remote control car.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Totally nice. I thought it was just a model. Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's see. I think there's some details here. Full function radio control. Forward, backward, turn left, right, and stop. Ooh, everything you could want in a car.
Yeah. Right.
Cool turbo boost.
Yeah, you should see like the ReZero fucking Itasha remote control car I have up there somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Throw it on the file. All right. So that's all my anime trash.
There's a lot of good variety in the trash today. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Most of it came from Sega Catcher, the good site.
Sweet Corn, Anime Boobs, and Wally. Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go. Very nice.
Yeah, the corn cob is the chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Corn cob again. Let me get another shot of that so you have a nice thumbnail for the video.
That's a good one. Actually, yeah, thanks for that, Ty. I appreciate that. Nice.
It is. Don't stroke it like that. No.
Corn
All right.
cob again.
Don't stroke it too fast. Happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, next up, James, you have a little something to share with us.
I do. It's time for Choto Famicast 10. We actually had a little right. You get it. Here we go. High Labs. They actually just I don't know if they're still around, but they just popped in to say hi. Happy 10 years. Thanks, dudes. High Labs. If you don't know those guys, they're also based in Kyoto, as Nintendo are, and Q Games, and yeah, they are cool guys. And Mark, I think that was probably Mark Lentz, friend of the show. So thanks for stopping by, guys. It would be nice to hear more from those guys, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, the boss of that studio, Giles. I mean, he was literally a member of the 1080. Right?
Nice.
Yeah, he gets it. Actually, those guys actually sent us a message, so we should probably watch that right now. So yeah, in case you didn't guess, this is the addendum to the end of Famicast 10. Like I thought, people sent messages after we'd already finished our Famicast 10 segment. Anyway, here we go. High Labs, take it away, boys.
Hey, Famicast, it's High Labs here. You're celebrating 10 years.
1080.
Of your show, Famicast. Congratulations on... Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, right, there it is.
He said the line.
Yeah, he said the line. That's a guy who's made 1080 saying 1080. So it doesn't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, me and Danny met Mark at Bit Summit. We have yet to meet Giles, but yeah, I think Giles and Dylan Cuthbert, they buddies back in the day, right? They're on the Star Fox team, and they were at that studio famous for 3D stuff. That name is blanking now. Ty might remember.
Argonaut.
They were Argonaut. Thank you. So yeah, it's kind of funny that they both ended up having their own studios in Kyoto.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. So that's awesome.
Also, by the way, just in case you guys, if you've never seen a picture of Mark, just imagine like the biggest, best sideburns that you've ever seen in your life, and that's Mark Lentz.
Absolutely.
Hell
yes.
yeah.
So, Danny, briefly, just to kind of in this mini wrap-up thing that we're doing here about the YouTube channel. So we started the YouTube channel, a bunch of years ago. There were no videos on it for a long time. Well, I think we started back when still on NWR, right?
Yeah.
And then when we went solo, we started putting videos on it for the first, and started doing these shows, obviously streaming to this new YouTube channel. So that was in 2017, right? When we went solo.
Yes.
So I had like 0 to 10 subs at that point. When did we finally hit the 1,000?
Oh man, that took quite a while. We hit that on October 19th, 2020.
So just in 4 short years, we got enough subs to be monetized. Yep. But yeah, I thought that was something worth mentioning. Anyway, we are monetized, and all of your ad money goes straight into our pockets, which we use to buy narcotics. So thank you,
obviously,
and ramen for Thai.
Yes.
So yeah, and also in the last episode, I mentioned Bulba Mike. He's kind of like he's been, he contributed to some Famis, like he gave us his top top 10 and stuff like that. But he's also an amazing music creator. He's a chiptune artist, and I mentioned that he's also, you know, a pixel artist as well as a chiptune artist. All around amazing guy. Anyway, he sent us a message. So, and as you can imagine, it's a musical one. So yeah, please do enjoy.
Hey there, this is Bobby, and happy 10-year anniversary to the Famicast.
There it is. Thanks, man. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, he animates that as well as, you know, making the music. So it's pretty amazing. So yeah. Thanks, Bulby. And while we're talking about Bulby, I was, you know, doing stuff for Famicast 10, you know, research or whatever, looking through old like hard drives of like, you know, old videos or just like, you know, backups of shit. And I found this old interview with Bulby in one of my old hard drives. This was like way before the Famicast YouTube channel. I had my own YouTube channel, just a Famicomplicated YouTube channel. And my plan was to like kind of interview all the kind of YouTubers that I liked at the time, you know, like various, you know, chiptune artists or just, you know, whatever, journalists, anyone I just thought was cool or interesting. And Bulby, my episode 1 of that series. Never did any other episodes, only did one, and didn't even edit that. So I just had the raw file. So I thought it'd be cool to, you know, bring that back. So yeah, I'm gonna edit that and put it on our YouTube channel, so you can see me from like whatever 7 years ago, and interviewing Bulby about his music and stuff. So yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully by next episode, that will be on our channel. But anyway.
James, what you need to do, like, edit the video now and like melt it in. You know, it's kind of like phase it into young James, so you can see the difference. You know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, maybe I'll do a little intro and then like fade it in.
If you had like a different pair of glasses, you got to find the old ones so that, you know, it'll match up perfectly. Cut your hair exactly the same way. Blah blah blah. You know how it goes.
Yeah, no problem. I can do that.
Yep.
So yes, that's it. I can't think of any other kind of Famicast 10 related stuff. So that was it. Unless you guys have something, you know, the first time we did X or whatever. Now's a good time to mention it, but I don't have anything. I think we talked about everything. We did 8 episodes dedicated to that. So yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. I guess just one thing, just to kind of just plug again, because I don't think I mentioned it again on this episode, but if you guys don't, check out Famicast.com. I try to keep it up, like do at least maybe like one story a day or something like that, depending on, you know, what's going on with the news. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it like related to like a lot of Japanese related stuff. So some of it's kind of weird. Some of it's basically, I'm trying not to get news on there that's going to be something that you could find anywhere else. So like, you know, everybody's talking about there's a new Animal Crossing update or something. Like, if that'll be on our website, it's going to have some kind of Japanese spin to it. Like even with the, you know, Switch OLED stuff, like, you know, I'm focusing on, you know, Japanese details and stuff like that. So I don't know, just like, if that sounds interesting to you, check it out. You know, like I wrote about the other day about how there's this Game Builder Garage Japan only like summer workshop for like kids or something. So like it's kind of weird shit like that. If you're interested in seeing what's going on in Japan and like in relation to Nintendo, check it out.
Check out NODON'S Gonads or whatever, right?
Yeah, there it is. That's right.
Famicast.com.
There it is.
Right then. Cool. Next, we're going on to a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bada.
So, hold on just a second. Losing track of
www.twitter.com/the Famicast.
Looking for a button. I see lock your bedroom door, rant alert, remain indoors, wash your hands. Available now. Everything that I want is not here. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Yeah. We want to hear from you guys, so definitely feel free to send us your feedback. You can hit us up on Twitter, obviously, at the Famicast. You can hit us up right here on YouTube in the comments. You can hit us up with a long form thing with email. You can talk to us during the live show, and we're going to try to you know, talk to you guys back as much as we can, bring your comments on the live show and all that type of stuff. So we have a few different comments here from a few different people today. I'm going to go through a couple of different YouTube comments here. James, would you mind maybe tapping into the old Twitter for a couple of things?
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of tweets actually this time. So, here Metal Mike, he says he can't wait to see Skyward Sword in HD. That rhymes. Fantastic game with great dungeons and story that wasn't given a chance to shine due to its touchy Wii waggle controls. Yeah, I kind of agree with that actually. I mean, it is a good game. It might be hard to go back now after Breath of the Wild, but yeah, I think I've said it in previous shows. You know, you can see the roots of Breath of the Wild in Skyward Sword, but you know, they're kind of little roots. Uplink, friends of the show, the Uplink Gaming Network, they said, where did the time go? 25 years ago, the N64 was released in Japan. This was on June the 24th. This past Uplink Con, the crew from the Famicast podcast discussed the modern perspective of the fun machine that separated facts from nostalgia. Which games do you feel hold up remarkably well? It's a good question. Yeah, that was a good podcast that loads of people watched, enjoyed. N64 games that hold up. I don't know.
1080, I think, is actually one of them personally. 1080. Seriously, like gameplay wise, it's still fine. You don't have to necessarily play it on an N64 controller. You can play it on like a Wii U, the Wii U pad. It actually felt fine. Something like the Wii Pro controller, I played on that back in the day. It was fine.
Wave Race too, actually.
Yeah. A lot of games like that. Madden 64.
Yeah. Hey, once again, check out the games that made us. I talk about a couple 64 games on there.
Ooh, yeah, he does.
There you go. RPG Goblin, not to be confused with Chariot Goblin, I guess.
Nope, different people.
He says, I've listened to a few podcasts of you guys. I like it, but one guy who talks a bit about Xbox cusses too much. I can't listen to you guys. My kids can hear, as I listen on my sound system in my bedroom while playing. So, Danny, asshole.
No, that's specifically why at the beginning of the show I did kind of put out that warning, because I know that we got a comment like that. And I mean, I kind of was like joking around with responses to him and stuff, but you know, honestly, when you live like outside of a base English speaking country, sometimes your language just gets really foul. Like it's happened to me over the years. There's nobody around to like kind of look at you and be like, oh my goodness, you know, and like judge you.
My pearls.
Yeah, so like as you know, if we're back in like America, the UK, or wherever, you know, some people, well, especially I think America, it's foul language and stuff like that. There are a lot of people that don't really get down with it. The UK doesn't seem like it's really that.
It's around about the same level for us, you know. But I think Americans probably would end up swearing more, especially if they have British friends or Australian friends. Definitely.
Oh man,
I've heard stories about Americans, you know, saying words that they do not use in their own country, but when they have Australian friends, they use those words.
There's some fun Australian, curse words and stuff like that. That my good buddy, old Ricky, he listens to the show. He was teaching me a lot of fun things.
He says, so Japanese cuss like sailors? Not really.
Because I said like, yeah, it turns into, you start cursing like a sailor living here. He said that, kind of a back.
It's weird, isn't it? Japanese simultaneously does and does not have swear words. It's kind of weird. Yeah. It's like, there's incredibly rude ways of talking, which are classified as swearing. But I don't know, if you directly translate it, it wouldn't sound like swearing. So, which is why
I saw a good video explaining this. I might recommend it to our listeners on YouTube. That Japanese man Yuta, he did a really good breakdown video of how to be rude in Japanese.
Right, like if you directly translate to like, like "oh my bakadaro," it's like you are stupid. It's like, but it's not really that. It's way worse. So when people translate it, they add F words and C words into that to make it the same strength. But in reality, it's not that. But it kind of is like that. It's kind of hard to explain.
And sometimes you can say like the same phrase, but just the way you say it can completely change like the meaning, what it would mean in, like, let's say if we're translating into English, like you said, like "oh my wa baga da na," you say something like that to like a kid and you're smiling, you're probably like joking. But if you say it with like, if you're really mad and you're about to go punch somebody in the face, like that obviously changes the meaning.
Because Japanese has like 56 ways to say "you." And they're all like just ruder or more polite versions of it, But in English, you. So it's like it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Anyway, she also asks, what, being in Japan, do you think are the top 3 most popular Nintendo RPG games or franchises in Japan? Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy 12. Oh yeah, classic Nintendo game. I think, those are 2 different questions, aren't they? Top 3 Nintendo RPGs?
I thought it was
Nintendo
just
RPGs.
Yeah.
Oh, like Xenoblade, I guess. Xenoblade.
When I responded to this, like, on Twitter, but I must have just had reading comprehension errors in my brain, because I was just thinking Japanese RPGs, and obviously the biggest, most popular one, at least like has the most mind share, has got to be Dragon Quest.
Is Pokemon not an RPG?
Well,
that's a good. Yeah, it probably is Pokemon. Then.
Okay, in that case, Pokemon. But I think when people think about like the word RPG here in Japan, they think Dragon Quest. Even though, dude, like, absolutely, Pokemon is bigger than anything. Yeah, good point.
If we're talking Nintendo exclusive, it would just be Pokemon and Xenoblade, I think. I mean, Dragon Quest is not a Nintendo exclusive anymore, but it kind of is, because no one buys PlayStation 4 when it's not on Xbox.
Right.
Well, I think it is on Xbox, but no one knows that it's on Xbox in Japan. That's a good question. Is there a Japanese Xbox version of Dragon Quest? Maybe. Anyway, so then we were asking like what kind of amiibo people would want, because the Min Min amiibo was shown by Sakurai during the Kazuya stream, right? Lemonade, he thinks that looks awesome. He can't think of any other characters that haven't had an amiibo yet. There's a whole bunch. But James Allen, he wants Wart from Mario 2, also Mauser and that 3-headed snake boss, and Birdo.
Yep.
Okay, all the Mario 2 characters.
Tri-Clyde.
That's it.
That's his name.
Balls wants Bomberman. Russ wants Iwata. God. Okay. Ryan Madolo, he wants Snowboard Kids. He says it's been literally 22 years at this point. It's starting to get desperate. And then the final topic was what is this? The karaoke Joyce sound for Nintendo Switch app. Danny did a news article about there's going to be more free songs that you can. Has it already expired, Danny? I guess
it might still be going on. Basically, it's like for a 10-day period, there are like 30 songs that are absolutely free. They're based on like a theme, that type of a deal. So I mean, and you can sing them. It's not unlimited. You can sing them 99 times each a day. Do the math.
Do you have a USB mic?
I do. It is a USB mic.
The Switch one, right? Or didn't you get that?
I have a Wii U.
Wii U. I remember.
Yeah, you were there when I bought it.
I was.
There you go. Get on it.
Yep.
Free karaoke. So Russ asked, "Is this live on? Are we live on Wednesday?" Which somebody maybe got misconstrued to meaning the karaoke is going to be live on Wednesday.
Oh, there was that.
Then Ball said, "Hey, new show idea: Famicast karaoke night with all the patrons."
Yes. That is actually coming after the credits roll today. Nothing but karaoke.
Very good. Russ says the people have spoken. So yeah, it's happening. Famicast karaoke night.
Yep. I'd actually be down for that. That'd be fun. I don't think my neighbors would really like that too much. So
there you go. Got some good threads going on Twitter. Thanks, guys. Keep following us at the Famicast. Please do enjoy. Yep.
a couple of comments here on YouTube and stuff too. From episode 200, our good buddy Cherry Goblin. Hey, happy 200. It was awesome hearing all the reminiscing. It was great to see Cyrus again. Feels like I traveled back in time to 2018, 2019. I did not expect that rap music that James kind of dropped right in the middle of it. LMAO, thanks for providing the Japanese Nintendo content all these years. I look forward to 1,000 more episodes. Yeah, 1,000, because like, yeah, Johnny, he said like 1,000 years, but then you said 1,000 episodes. But anyways,
same thing.
Comment from good buddy Rock. Yeah, a couple comments actually said, "Oh, when you mentioned Brian Cooper, that's how I found the Famicast. What a great website Japanese Nintendo was." Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Brian Cooper, for real, man.
Right.
And
we used to retweet each other's stuff, right? So yeah, I guess it's cool.
Yep. And Rocky also had another comment on Famicast 200. I feel like Ty needs to uninstall Dead by Daylight on Steam so that we believe him. Because you were talking about how like you're done with like a certain version of Dead by Daylight or something last time. I don't remember exactly.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I don't have the Steam version installed.
There it is.
Because he has the Xbox one and the Windows Store version.
Yep.
Nailed him.
No, but yeah, tons of great comments up on the YouTube, and thanks you guys so much for leaving some comments on Twitter and here in the live chat and stuff like that too. But yeah, I think that's actually going to do it for the feedback. And actually, that's going to do it for the show today, unless I missed anything, James.
You know what? We haven't had a long-term, letter email.
Yeah,
we haven't had those for a long time, have we? I know email is dead now, but
right.
The Famicast email.com. If you feel inclined to send us a 3-page essay, we'll read it out.
We will. If you guys have anything long term, but we'll go ahead and give our Twitter handles out here, and then we're gonna bounce for the night. Like I said, I have to go pick up a game at midnight. I'm still feeling a little awake. Oh God. Anyways, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can. You can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. James.
It's right there, mate. At Family Complicated. You see?
There it is.
Thanks very much.
Cat drugs.
Cat drugs.
Super
drugs. What's your tie?
Yep. Yeah. Super cat drugs on the Shitbird site.
There it is. All right. Well, that is going to do it for Famicast 201. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us for as long as you have at this point, for years, today, whatever the hell. Oh man, wrong image. Shit. All right.
What an asshole.
Yeah, damn it. Well, whatever. That's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much again, and we will catch you next time. See you.
Right. See you guys in game night.